Bro, so did you watch or pay attention to at all the Grammys this weekend?
I did not, but I know Wet Leg won 2 Grammys.
Yeah, I was gonna text you as soon as I saw that.
I know Wet Leg won. Shout out them. Round of applause.
You know,
Go Wet Leg.
I would have loved to see Big Thief win that, but I was really happy to see Wet Leg win it, and I think I was even more happy. Like
so sorry.
their speech was incredible, or
Really?
like just the energy.
Oh, I need to see the speech.
Or she was just like, "I can't believe we're here. Like, why are we up here?" But thank you.
I
Yes.
can't believe we're here.
Yeah. I've seen like a ton of there's been a huge ad push for them this week
Yeah.
on things, which I love. I wish them all the success. They're very fun.
Yeah, they had a funny post too that was just like, I don't know, something about like, I bet you 2 Grammys. I don't know, like, it was just interesting, funny ass way of saying we just won 2 Grammys.
Yeah. Dude, I didn't watch the Grammys, but I was like paying attention to who was winning, and like I felt like this Grammys like mostly smooth. Like there was no upsets, just up until the last one. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone was really happy. Like Kim Petras had a big moment.
Yeah.
Kendrick won Best Rap Album.
Yeah, that was cool.
There was like a lot of great wins, and then once Harry got Album of the Year, people lost it.
So,
and, like-
all right, what were the contenders? Let's go over that.
All right, Beyonce. All right, so like to be clear, I think for me personally, I think Beyonce probably should have gotten it.
That's
But
what everyone was yelling.
I still think Harry dropped a good album. Bad Bunny dropped a good album.
So Beyonce, Bad Bunny,
Lizzo, I think, was in the list.
Lizzo,
Maybe T Swift.
Taylor. Yeah, Taylor was standing up, staring at him. You see that?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people expected Beyonce to win. And I think it's very okay to be like mad that Beyonce didn't win. But it was so crazy watching the internet be like mad at Harry Styles for winning.
Mm-hmm.
Cuz like Harry didn't decide to win. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like it's like a race and he like tripped Beyonce and Bad Bunny like on the way to the finish line.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. There was some crazy takes on Twitter. Like some really crazy takes.
Like what?
Someone tweeted like, I just think that like if you like sing out of key during your Grammy performance, like you shouldn't be allowed to win Album of the Year. And like I don't know. The one thing that I get brought back
That's
on,
not a crazy take.
well, I mean Frank Ocean sang out of key on his Grammy performance. I that's beside the point. Like singing, I don't think singing equates like great music. Like singing in key equates great music.
True.
That's a whole different topic. But the one thing that like kind of rubbed me the wrong way was people being like, oh, he's queer baiting by the way he dresses, which feels like a weird take because like the way you dress shouldn't be dictated by your gender or like your sexuality.
Yeah.
And
That's
like,
that is a strange one.
and like queer baiting also is like when it's like when J.K. Rowling like retroactively was like Dumbledore is actually gay, even though I never mentioned it in the books. Like he's
Yeah.
gay. He's gay now.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of queer baiting. But like it feels weird that like people want to be able to like express yourself and dress however you want, but only if you're like this what I don't know. And also, I don't feel like we should be assuming people's sexualities,
Yeah.
like by assuming that Harry's straight or anything like that. I feel like
Yeah.
that's a misfair like judgment. And it feels like a lot of people were making these comments like in the name of Beyonce.
Yeah.
And it's like, man,
I
Beyonce
thought-
doesn't even know you.
The first thing I found when I even looked up Harry's speech, because I heard Harry was canceled
Yeah, and like
for his speech.
and like I'll be honest, if you clip that part of the speech, that is a bad look for Harry.
Well, yeah, I heard Harry's canceled for his speech, and the first things that I found right were just video of the audience, and there was Taylor Swift standing up with everyone sitting around her, just mean mugging Harry, damn near like Kanye did to her.
Dude, and
Right, and then there's everyone yelling, Beyonce, Beyonce should have won, Beyonce, Beyonce, and I'm like, damn. I was like, wait, Harry's canceled for this? I was like, he hasn't even got to talk yet, right? And this is what's going on, And then his speech came up there, and then I thought, the one thing I did hear was like, if anything, he has like some weird connection to the Grammys, and people, people want to say the Grammys are rigged too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the big thing. So and there's also like a sense of like, there's got to be some sort of like it wouldn't surprise me if people knew who that winner was. Maybe just that award. It's not like everybody knows they're winning a Grammy that night.
Yeah.
But if you're winning Album of the Year, you might have a little hint of it that morning.
Well, I mean, like last year's was kind of a crazy win. Last year's was that like I gotta look up who it was, but I had never heard that album.
Yeah.
And like I don't think a lot of people got upset last year when like somebody who was a little bit more
Yeah.
unexpected to win it won it.
Well, and people also said, "Oh, the Grammys just did that just to not like piss people off, just to like show that they could like."
And there was like reports of like some Grammy voters making like some comments that like they voted for not Beyonce because Beyonce wins everything and they didn't want to give it to her. And like
Oh, this
that
year?
feels shitty. Yeah. But at the same time, it just felt crazy that people saw that result and were instantly like, fuck Harry Styles for even making music. Beyonce should have won it. And not being like, fuck the Grammys. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand how you attack Harry before you attack the Grammys.
Yeah.
Like the Grammys,
I mean,
the Grammys are dumb. You know
but
what I mean?
Harry's been getting attacked for everything all year. You know what I mean? And Harry, just like you said, like Harry's been getting the queer baiting thing's been talked about for a while. He's had, he's had other things brought up that are just like little weird things. He got caught up. I don't know if we ever talked about it too, but like, do you remember when Balenciaga did the weird like BDSM shit?
Yeah.
All right, so like a week or two later, there was like a Gucci ad going out, and it's Harry like in a little kid's room with like a little toy guitar, like wearing like some Gucci clothes. It was just like a very weird like childish photo shoot that like went out
That is
and
weird.
then like got taken off the next day, and like he had to like apologize for it and stuff. And
Yeah, I didn't see any of that.
yeah,
It
so
got swept under pretty quick, probably.
yeah. That was like a weird thing that happened too as well. And then, the internet hated him for both his movies that were this year.
Yeah.
The Olivia Wilde shit. Like, he's been the internet's been hate, everyone turned on
Yeah.
Harry this year.
But I mean, he
completely.
also had a great year. Like, I mean,
that's what I would say.
I mean, like,
But-
despite like the internet's
internet
weird like
turned
that.
on
The
him.
internet's weird like that because he had the crazy Madison Square Garden run. He had a crazy tour. He had a.
Are you
huge-
trying to segue?
No. I'm not trying to segue
Are
at all. I'm not
you
trying to say. I'm not
to-
trying to segue
no,
at
no,
all.
No, I know,
But-
but I mean long term. Are you trying?
Maybe, but my all right. So like my only thing is it feels like people aren't willing to acknowledge that Harry actually had a good year. You know what I mean? And not like a Bad Bunny or Beyonce year, but I mean like he had a great.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like it puts you in a really tough position because like, are you supposed to like hope that you don't win when you're up for it? Because everyone's putting out what they believe to be their best work, or you would hope. And the winner of that last year was John Baptiste.
Oh, that's not a random guy though.
No, I know it's not a random
Yeah.
guy. I just didn't think that was like the expected winner.
Yeah, but that's like Louis Capaldi could like come out and win Grammys right now, and like it would make sense to me.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, you know what I mean? Like,
Damn, that's crazy. Donda was nominated last year. That's just kind of crazy to think about. Donda, Evermore by Taylor, Montero by Lil Nas.
oh man.
And I think that was a good win last year. I think the thing that like gets me a little bit confused on the Harry stuff.
That might have been a Grammy. Dude, see the Grammy do like be seeming weird. That doesn't seem like that should have won last year. It's
Yeah.
a cool win.
It's a cool win. That's what I'm saying.
But that does seem like they pandered to like
Maybe.
the audience.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Like,
Who knows? Who knows? It's something that feels weird with the Harry stuff is that like people push for like men to be more expressive and not like boxed in and like heteronormative stuff.
yeah.
But then like
Yeah, then they're attacking
critique
Harry.
like and Timothy Chalamet sometimes too
Mhm.
for like dressing and like I would call more like interesting or like different than a regular suit
Yeah.
wear. It just feels a little bit weird and it also
Look, if you ask me, every guy does it when they get to a certain money level.
well,
Like
yeah,
every celebrity, you know what I mean? Like
and
you'll see
there's
Machine
levels.
Gun Kelly, you know what I mean? Everybody, once they like hit a certain level, like they'll do like the Vogue photo shoot, and the Vogue will put them in like the weird skirt,
Yeah,
with the dangle earrings. You know what I mean? Like,
I think what I was also leading to is it just feels weird that people feel so privileged to the knowledge of what somebody's sexuality is.
yeah,
Like I don't think that it needs to be like this
yeah,
rigid like categorization of things
yeah,
because it's something that's like fluid and changes over time. And like it feels like he's getting attacked for like not coming out and saying one way or the other.
yeah,
And like maybe he is straight, but like maybe
yeah.
it's also good that there's a straight guy who's like,
Yeah, I think above all, he's the one that like really just loves wearing like, you know what I mean, it's just some abstract clothes.
yeah.
Like that's it. Like
And
he
like
just likes wearing some weird shit.
I'm all here for like the criticism too. And my takes on this might not be right or nuanced, but it feels like there's like no winning for Harry in this situation. Which is also why I feel
Stevie's
like
riding for Harry. All right, that means
I think the thing I'm mainly writing for is that like Twitter broke me this week. Like there was just multiple times, I forgot the other thing that happened this week, where like people just had these takes that were like centered in like believing that they were right to bully somebody because I don't know, they had been bullied for the thing that they were like bullying against. I don't know. The internet just broke me this week. Twitter broke me.
yeah, you gotta break free
I
from it.
deleted I deleted Twitter off my phone
What? No, you don't have to do all that.
just for
'Cause you'll get
just
it
for a few
again.
days.
But you gotta learn. You gotta break free from that, cause people are just crazy on the internet.
Well, I think it's good that I know it now though.
Yeah,
Like I'm glad that I was broken. Now I can be
yeah,
reborn.
yeah.
And
You can't take people seriously off the internet.
nah, nah. Well, it was also the other thing that was crazy was like Hassan. Do you know who Hassan is?
Yeah, a little bit.
He was getting like heavily attacked this week, a little bit for like various things, not for doing anything crazy, just discussing certain things. And like in the midst of it all, he's like raised $1 million for Turkey for like I don't know. It feels like there's no winning. You know what I mean?
Well, and controversy sells. You
That's
know
true
what I mean?
too.
If
That's true
anything, that
too.
might have helped this shit right now. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it more like just pushed him to be like more upset and like broken and like
yeah,
trip up and be angry and like make more mistakes.
true.
But controversy does sell.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true. And Beyonce definitely had the best album last year. I'll give her that. It was a cool album. But I like the Harry's House too.
See,
I listened to As It Was one of my favorite songs of last year.
look, the second he walked off and they started playing that sushi restaurant song, I said, I know why this won. Like that song is like Grammy, like
It's a good song though.
that out like that. Yeah, that no, like that song is like Grammy perfection. If you ask
Yeah.
me, like that sounds like a Bruno Mars record. You know what I mean? Like that's like
It's like very safe rock. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like
but it's
it's
also so much energy. It's such a big record, and it worked. You know what I mean? And it was like his intro or some shit. Like
yeah. Like it was a solid record. It wasn't
yeah,
perfect,
yeah.
but it was a solid Grammy.
It kind of made sense to me.
Yeah. I think it was just funny like seeing all of the
Everybody's
I mean
reaction.
like Lizzo was pissed off. Like everyone was mad.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a reaction like that for like the album of the year at least.
Wasn't Jack Harlow up there and he was kind of pissed too? His
Maybe
reaction, there was a photo of everybody's reaction. It was pretty funny. Like,
I just think like maybe like people were just like it was one of those moments that you like everyone felt like they knew where it was going and then it didn't go there. But
is this just the year where everyone was like, "Oh, we all either I'm winning or Beyonce's winning"? Was that everybody's fucking mindset?
I think so. People
And
were
then,
like, it's either Bad Bunny or Beyonce.
but Harry was just the goose. Everyone was duck duck. He was goose.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. I think that it'd be cool if there was like more transparency in like who's voting on what for the Grammys.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, honestly, it'd be cool if they just didn't have like their voting system because it is like weird. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's been proven to be weird.
It's like pretty easy to be a Grammy voter. Like
Yeah.
the requirements are pretty low.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure once you're like nominated into a certain thing, you like become on the board.
Yeah.
You know,
Like
like
if you've played on a Grammy nominated record, like
yeah,
you can vote.
yeah,
You just have to get registered.
yeah,
And then some people don't vote.
yeah.
So then it's like if most of
Exactly,
the industry isn't voting, you could probably sway the I don't know.
exactly.
Uh,
And that just also means that there could be just a whole plethora of people that aren't really listening to music, or it's people that fucking work for labels and shit too.
yeah.
You know, like
Dude, it was kind of the one thing that always like blows my mind is just following, I feel like we both follow like a lot of music people and just like seeing the people talking about like Grammy parties and like just different industry events and like how draining and weird they are. Just being
yeah,
like, damn, does like nobody like this shit? Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like unless it's like super super benefiting you. But also it makes you realize how big the music world is. Because there are people that are big enough and they don't go to the Grammys at all.
yeah.
And then I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, why the heck is Paris Hilton at this event? Do you know what I'm saying?
But then people pick and choose. You know what I mean? Like
That's
some
true.
people like will go for like like 2 years and then they'll skip out for 3 years.
Yeah.
And then they'll go for 2 years and then they'll skip out for 3 years.
Yeah. I
you
mean,
know?
like, and if it's like your first, I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
you'd be so hyped to go. I'd be hyped to go.
Yeah.
Who am I kidding? But at the same time, like Frank Ocean doesn't submit. So it's like,
hmm
do they even matter?
But he might, you know what I mean? He might next year.
He might. He says, I'm coming for them all. Beyonce
Yeah.
has the most. I
He's
gotta
about to
break her.
headline Coachella this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, he might submit. He might drop an album this year and then submit.
I'm still holding on to my belief that
He might take album of the year next year.
he's going to drop the whole album at Coachella, perform it all. Or after it.
Watch him perform a Kanye next year. Watch him get nominated for album of the year, lose it, and then come up and be like, I should have won.
I should have won.
What would you do? What if he came up and he just knocked whoever was about to win
I think we'd
down
all cheer.
and then was
Bro,
like and then walked
wait.
up and then
Dude.
walked up to the mic and was like, "Give me eyes."
Dude, wait. What's crazy is, all right, imagine a different timeline, right, that exists where like Kanye doesn't go down the anti-Semitism path, and he's like still like basically where he was with Donda, like in terms of popularity. Harry Styles wins. Kanye's there. He runs up on stage, just slaps the shit out of him, and just says, "Beyonce should have won." Whole crowd erupts in applause.
No, he slaps
Thank you,
Harry
Kanye.
and he says, "Y'all know what I'm about to say."
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all already know what I'm up here to say.
It would have been like the full circle moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone would have been agreeing. Everyone was waiting
He
for that
walks
to
up,
happen.
"Do I even gotta say it?"
Yeah. Harry just hands him the Grammy. He's like, yeah, I get it.
That'd be
Man.
a funny cartoon. I wish we were like a big podcast and like someone could just make a cartoon of like Kanye slapping Harry off the Grammys,
Yeah.
being like, "Do I even gotta say it?"
Do I even gotta say it? Oh man. I do feel like the one thing you could pull off on Harry though, or like get on Harry's back for on this one was just saying things like this don't really happen often to people like me. And like to be
Yeah.
fair, like how many times does an artist, even a really popular one, win the album of the year at the Grammys?
I know. I was
But-
trying to stick up for Harry's speech, like, "Yo, his speech wasn't that bad," and then someone said that, and I was like,
You're like,
"Yeah, they were like a white man winning an award.
Yeah.
Great."
I think what he was trying to say is like how great, like this is such a big honor, and it just came out wrong. I mean, this is the guy that said it's like a movie.
Yeah, and we don't know where Harry came from. Like, he could have been like, he was just an average lad once.
He was
you know?
working at a bakery.
So it still is amazing that it could happen to him. You know what I mean? He's just
Yeah.
been famous for
I think people forget
15 years already. But
his like big come up on that. I forget what it's called, the British American Idol show,
yeah,
X Factor or whatever.
yeah,
Like-
yeah. He came up off a TV show. Like, yeah,
Survived a boy band.
yeah, exactly.
He went
And
from
went
being
solo.
like kid pop, almost like teeny pop, to
Yeah.
being like a real artist.
Yeah,
But I think Beyonce went from a group to solo too, right?
and he's been canceled like 4 times this year. So it's pretty hard
It's
for
true.
people to get canceled 4 times and then win Grammys.
Yeah, but it's also so confusing because like there's like I think like we talked about it like in an early movie club episode, but there's like levels of cancel, like severity, and I don't feel like he's done anything
no,
that's
he
like
hasn't been canceled. I was just kind of.
I know, but like some people would say he's been. I don't know. The internet's
Yeah.
so weird that like some people would say he has been at times, but I don't think he's done anything to like
No.
directly hurt somebody.
Being there's being TikTok canceled and then there's being
Twitter canceled,
canceled.
and then there's being Instagram canceled,
Yeah. Yeah. There's different levels to it all.
and then there's people that are canceled and people still rock with them. You know,
Yeah.
despite it all.
Yeah.